Hello, my name is Jeannie McGuire, and today I'll be talking about employee training programs. Let's start with a case study of Sarah. Sarah is an ABA therapist working with children with autism and has only been with her company for 3 weeks. Prior to working with her own client independently, she received some training. Specifically, she had 40 hours worth of training videos and one-on-one role-play sessions with her supervisor, in addition to sitting in on 10 hours worth of sessions with other therapists. These overlapping sessions would always be for easygoing and high-functioning children, and she was given little to no feedback about her performance during and after training. However, when it was time for Sarah to take on her first client, she felt completely overwhelmed and unprepared, and barely had any idea what to do throughout session. What was the problem here? The problem seen in Sarah's case was that employees are failing to receive adequate training in the workplace. Training programs are often not analyzed thoroughly enough before they're implemented in the workplace, and there's a lack of transfer of training, meaning that Sarah's training before starting was not as applicable to the task demanded of her as it should have been. Also, there were no follow-ups during and after training. According to the textbook, Riggio says that the quality of training manifests itself in an employee's work performance, and that adequate training results in both increased job satisfaction and job retention rates. There are various ways for training to be facilitated and implemented in the workplace. New worker orientation is particularly important, as new employees are more often than not the most eager and willing to learn. Maintenance programs keep up an existing employee skills, as do ethics and diversity training, and training for those wrapping up their time at a company are also important. Riggio says that training should be based on well-established theories about training. Social learning theory focuses on how one learns through observation, and modeling follows that up with learning through imitating the behavior that was first observed. Checking the transfer of training means that the designers of a training program must assess a program to see if what is being taught in the program can easily be applied to the workplace itself. One common problem that was also seen in the case of Sarah is that oftentimes there is too low a level of formal training prior to an employee starting their job. This means that they are forced to learn while they're already on the job. Tannenbaum and Yuki are two researchers who set up a multiple cohort design study in a large financial organization in order to compare learning and performance changes at that company. They found that adequate training programs had thorough analysis before the program was implemented. Analysis should be conducted on various levels: organizational, task, and personal. Organizational analysis assesses how well the program furthers the goals of the company. Task analysis focuses on what tasks or actions the job entails, and personal analysis assesses which people need training and in which area. Tannenbaum and Yuki also assert that evaluating the program after it has been implemented is also important. The proposed solution to the issue of inadequate training in the workplace would be to begin with an in-depth analysis of the training program prior to implementation. The objectives and goals of the program should be clear from the start, and training should fit the employee and the goals of the company. Follow-up should be conducted during and after the program, and the overall efficacy of the program should be consistently evaluated and adjusted accordingly. I hope that you were able to learn a little bit about employee training in the workplace. Thank you for your time and for listening to this presentation.